RAUSCH Games!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to RAUSCH Games here on YouTube. More importantly, welcome back to my State of the Union series in FIFA 14, where I take the Philadelphia Union of the MLS and try to turn them into a world power. We just hit July in our first season as manager RAUSCH Games of the Union here. We're heading just into the transfer window, and in our last episode, you guys saw our first couple of power moves in the transfer window. We're going to get into that in this video because I want to talk more about my philosophy, as I realize I haven't done that much during this series and why I'm doing certain things. I do just want to mention we are tied for the tops of Major League Soccer right now. We're sharing 37 points with the Los Angeles Galaxy in the West. We are doing great. We still don't have a loss in MLS Cup competition. Our only loss so far is the one that kicked us out of the US Open Cup when we lost on penalties to Seattle in that heart-wrencher of a game a couple of weeks back. We have our normal starting 11 in. We'll have our normal defenders: Gilberto Souza on center defensive midi, Danny Cruz, and I believe Roger Torres, with Michael Lahoud on our midfield. And for our attack, we're going to have Cleberson in the center and McInerney and Sebastian Letou on the sides for our wingers. But speaking of the transfer window, we're there. And in our last video, I talked about what we're doing. I briefly went over it. You saw that we made offers to Oscar Sorto and Carlos Fierro and Samuel Muggleton from England. And I remember back when we first started this series up, there's Cleberson with his 11 goals. Best in the league! I remember earlier in this season when I talked about finally getting to the transfer window, all the talk that I had was that we got to get a better defender. We got to get a better defender. Our defense is letting too many shots up. Our defense has been great since then, even in this 3-4-3 diamond that leaves them outnumbered almost every time the attack makes its way back for the other team. The defenders that we have, I think, are fantastic. And I think if we need anything, it is... Oh, what was that? Offside, really? Oh, look at that! It's one color! Oh, you bastards, you are so cheap already in this game. I think if we need anything, it's to start preparing for the future. And I mean that to say that, look at the attack that I have out here in today's game. Jose Cleberson, Jack McInerney, Jesus Christ. And Sebastian Letou. Jack McInerney is 20 years old, and in our last episode, he scored a hat trick. He scored 3 goals in one game. He woke up in a big way, and it was just awesome to watch. And it's everything that I want from Jack McInerney moving forward, because he is going to stick around for a while. But Cleberson is 34 years old. He is on loan to us from Bahia. It's a Brazilian club. If you want the real-life story behind that, the Philadelphia Union were just one of, several teams over the past decade and a half that decided it was a good idea to try to bring Freddie Adu in and think he'd be a really good football player. And as it turns out, he kind of sucks. We paid him a lot of money, and we wanted to get rid of him, and it was under our old manager, who just kind of sold people and then pocketed the money and was eventually kicked out of here. Peter Nowak, if anybody wonders, he's a Polish footballer. It's a shame. We thought he was nice, but not so much. There's a great through ball. Roger Torres on a nice run on the side. You just got to get up. You're going to have to put it in on your weak foot and see what happens here. Nice shot. Get up to it. Nobody gets up to it. But anyway, they ended up striking a deal with Bahia in Brazil where they would... who did that? Who did that? Who chipped it? I'll kill you. I'll kill every last one of you, I swear to God. They shipped him to Bahia, and Bahia took his contract if we took Cleberson on loan. Cleberson was a pretty well-known Brazilian footballer, especially on their national team in the earlier part of the 2000s. He made some pretty, I don't want to say key World Cup appearances, but he definitely got some caps on the national team in big games. And his club career, he kind of bounced around for a while. I'm pretty sure he played in the Premier League. But either way, real life 2013, we send Freddie Adu to Brazil, Bahia, and we get Cleberson in return. And for the real life Union team in 2013, which is the year that we're playing right now in this series, he did nothing. He played in one game, made one crappy-ass appearance. Oh, Cleberson by himself. This is where we like him in this game. Take that shot, you beautiful Brazilian. There's his 12th goal of the season. Unbelievable. Off the weak foot. Nobody's got a scoring touch like that on our squad right now. But this is a That hug right there is a pristine example of what the problem is. He's 34 years old. He's on loan. Even if we decide to buy his contract, he's on the wrong side of 30 big time. We're trying to get younger. He's going to sharply decline after this season. And the person that was hugging him, Sebastien Letou, the Frenchman that we depend on to really set him up. Oh, man, look at him just run around him. Look at this beautiful... 13 goals on the season for Jose Cleberson. Holy crap. It's like he can hear me talking about how we're not going to renew his contract. But even if we can purchase his contract at the end of the season, even if we have enough money for him, I don't want someone that old. And then Letou, his big-time setup man, who I've been playing as a winger, despite the fact that he's a better natural midfielder, he's 29 years old. He's got a little bit more of a football life still ahead of him at this point, but he's still going to be considered, you know, one of the older guys in the MLS. Oh, that was just bad. I tried to cross, but the defense got a good tackle in there. And sooner than later, I'm going to have to get him out of here. And it just comes down to the fact that I want to redesign my entire front three in this diamond attack that we play here, in this 3-4-3, where I've got two strikers and a center striker. I'm sorry, two wingers and a center striker. I want to keep McInerney, obviously. McInerney is the future of this team. But this kind of explains why I went all in pursuit of Carlos Fierro. I really wish I never bought my third scout that I sent to England, because then I would have had exactly $1.5 million, and that's kind of like the low end of what Fierro is supposed to be going for right now. Who's going to come up with that? Souza! And Cleberson could have had the hat trick off the head, but it didn't work. Oh, man, this is going to be an ugly game, guys. So that kind of explains why all of a sudden, despite the fact that all season I've been talking about nothing but getting a defender. Torres off the weak foot. That's a shame. That would have been nice. We were immediately going after a winger. I feel like he's going to be a guy that can take the part of Cleberson after this season. We'll have McInerney and Letou and hopefully Carlos Fierro, as long as they go for the deal. Now, I truly don't think they're going to go for the deal I sent them, $1 million plus Antoine Hopino, because I don't see a future for Hopino here. I don't think his shot is good enough, and I don't really have that much space for role players off of the bench. I'd rather just have a truly young guy. But, oh, that was bad. I wanted that to be through, but it wasn't. And now McInerney. McInerney, why don't you get in on the action here, huh? Why don't you get it? Oh. We're just peppering shots now. Yeah, so I don't think they're going to take that action. But if you notice from the last episode, I also fielded offers, while stupidly, for our keeper, Zach McMath. I feel like if we can make money for him, no one's gonna pay the million that I asked for. Man, they just are not stopping my shots here. No one's gonna pay that million. Nobody is gonna pay it. But if those two teams stay interested long enough, I could potentially sell him for maybe $500,000 if they play ball, maybe $400,000, and all of a sudden I've got enough money for Carlos Fierro and a couple of other guys that we picked. I don't think we need a defender anymore. I really don't think we need a defender. Raymond Gaddis is still on our bench, and if we end up selling McMath, I will probably switch my formation to be more of a traditional four-back form, where we have the true defensive wall. And I will play our backup keeper, Chris Konopka, not Oka Nikolov, the guy that we played early in the preseason. I will not play him because he was terrible, and he's going to retire at the end of this year anyway. But that might be it. Chris Konopka is a 59 overall, I believe. He's not too far off of McMath. He's pretty young. He's got room to grow. So maybe we finish the season with him with a four-man defensive wall. And then in the January transfer window, we try to pick up a keeper. I've been looking at like Bill Hamid from DC United. I think he'd be good here. I just don't have the money to get two big signings in one window. I'm hoping that Fierro is the guy, though. He's 18 years old. You put those two, McInerney and Fierro, on the same team. Their combined age right now during this season is 38 years old. They're going to grow together for a while. And I think you can have anybody play that other winger. We'll have Letou for a few more seasons, I do believe. And you could, you just have this great little chemistry that gets built between everybody. And chemistry is the one thing I really want this team to work on. I don't want to just sign people for the sake of having names here. That's what the Union did for their first few years, and it got us Freddie Adu. It was stupid. what I really want is to go after Fierro, get one of the two cheaper defenders that I tried to go after, Oscar Sorto of the LA Galaxy or Samuel Muggleton from over in England, and just see what happens. And Cleberson gets the hat trick. Oh my God. A first half hat trick for Jose Cleberson. 3 goals. Last one here in the 44th minute. Another one off his weak foot. He just makes it look so easy. This would be an entirely different team if he wasn't here this year. But I am still not going to bring him back next year. It just isn't going to happen. I don't care how much he's trying to convince me otherwise right now. But we are up 3-0 in the first half over Real Salt Lake. And this game, I mean, I'm glad I picked this game to talk about my transfer window policy because I don't really have to pay attention to what's happening on the field too much while I'm live commenting over it. Yeah, this is a runaway game. But I think that's what you guys can expect from me, I should say, in the rest of the transfer window. Find a way, any way possible, to bring Carlos Fierro to town. I'll sell any players I have to. And there are people I'm looking to sell. I just haven't gotten any offers for him yet. Find a way to bring him in. Get at least one of the 2 defenders. And if I have to sell Zach McMath, I sell Zach McMath. Ooh, that almost got him within 2 again. And that's the end of the half right there. We're going to come right back for the second half, guys. 3-0 Philadelphia Union. Let's talk more. All right, and we are just past the halfway point in our demoralization of the Real Salt Lake Football Club here in Salt Lake City, Utah. The poor bastards never saw what was coming. We are up 3-0, and Cleberson goes on another run, but luckily for them, he gets stripped. We haven't made any subs coming out after halftime. We will be making some substitutions as we move along in this game for sure, though. Cleberson is tired. McInerney is tired. I've been playing them a lot lately. Roger Torres is also tired, so I'm probably just going to sub all 3 of those at the same time. Wow, that was almost a nasty goal. And this is where, like, situations like this, I can't believe you missed that, to be perfectly honest. Where I think, like, oh, we need to buy better defenders. No, we don't. And this is like, I've been thinking about it poorly all year. I knew I was putting them in a system where they would not be able to shine as defenders, where if we were forced to consistently defend against an attack, we would eventually break down. This formation is not defensive. It's all about having numbers on attack. And I like it for that because it's worked out really well for us. We don't have a loss yet this year, guys. But, oh, I thought he was going to be on a run over there. Just took too long to form it. I don't really need a defender there, though. If it becomes a big enough issue, free kick, yeah, McInerney just tried to tackle him. If it becomes a big enough issue, I just switch to the 4-man front on the end there. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Cleberson gets to it. Oh. Someone's got to get over there. Who was that? Gilberto, what are you playing so far up for? Mike LaHood has to come back on center defensive midi. But yeah, I don't truly think I need another defender. I'm bringing some in to train up because Jeff Park, our captain back there, number 31, he's a little bit older. He's, I believe, 31 in this series. And like I said, I just want this team to get younger than it is. So if I bring in anybody, I don't need a starting quality defender to come right into the team. So I'm not going to waste a lot of money on that. I'd rather get an offensive talent like Carlos Fierro and continue to score goals and just have that nasty attack define who the Philadelphia Union are. I think we'll get a little bit more money as a club because of that, and I think we'll be able to bring in more players, and hopefully within a couple years, we really are recognized on like the world club stage. I mean, I truly doubt it'll happen. I really, really doubt it'll happen. I think I'm going to have to change my team by then. I think I'm going to have to take a management offer elsewhere. But after a few seasons in Philly, I would at least like to see them as the class of Major League Soccer and see what happens from there. They've got their first sub coming in. We should probably consider that. Sturzer coming in for Real Salt Lake. Rimondo with the goal kick here. And we're just going to head it right back up as Shane and Williams to Mike LaHood. LaHood to McInerney, and McInerney needs to find somebody. Or just stroll down the side with it. And you've got Cleberson up in front of the goal, but you've got to actually cross it to him there, Jack. In fact, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna make our subs. I'll be right back. Yeah, 64th minute. We're just gonna bring 3 guys in off the bench. We're gonna bring in Leo Fernandez, Matt Castle, and who the hell else? Oh, Antoine Hopino. They'll be our guys. But because Letu, Cleberson, and McInerney are getting pretty tired, they are my strikers every single game almost. We are, now that we're in like the stretch of the middle of the season, I'm going to be coming up to a game or two in a row where I really just want to have them rest. Just take it easy. And I think what I'm going to do for that is let Hopino, Connor Casey, and someone else, maybe Aaron Wheeler play. Just have 3 strikers up top. Oh, God, get out of there. Get out of there. Woo! McInerney.
Now they've got the ball. Let's see what they can do with it.
That kind of melted away to nothing. Damn it. Thought I had a chance at something there. Souza, a little out of position there. It's all right. It's all right. Park, you don't go up that high. Don't go up that high, Park.
Chance for it.
Good tackle. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. He stayed on his feet. Oh, Latu gets a red card. He stayed on his feet. That was a ball tackle. Oh, give me a better view on that. That was ball. That was all ball. All right, well, we're going to have our subs coming in now, but now we're man down for the rest of the match, and they've got a penalty. There's a lot happening right now. Cleberson, Torres, and McInerney come off. I mean, there's no way I'm going to save this, guys, unless they go down the goddamn middle. I went to the side. Oh, I hate penalties. They're so stupid. Oh, man. All right, so it's 3-1. Sebastian Letsu with a bad red card. That tackle was ball. That tackle was all ball. I can't believe that. And now we're man down, and he's going to be suspended for our next match. We've got to consider that as well. So I guess next time we will go with those strikers all up top the whole time. All right. Yeah, way to save it. Way to save it, Matt Castle. Let's just try not to lose what we had as a 3-goal lead now. We've got just under 20 minutes left in this match. Let's really do what we can to not lose it. All right, Hopino, try to make something happen somewhere. Jesus! All right, Souza, get back. I don't want you playing attack at all. You are my center defensive midi. Come on, stay on that run. I don't know why you wouldn't stay on that run. I don't know why you would slow down. I don't get it. All right, good. Lahoud, get it up to Leo. We haven't seen much of Leo Fernandez lately. He's pretty slow. But you guys remember earlier this season, I had him out there quite a bit. And he loved the playing time because he's only a 57 overall. But I had him out there at center attacking midi, and he really just enjoyed it. And it gave him a chance to truly shine. There's Hopino on a nice run. Hopino's got a medium-grade shot. Oh, Castle, you ran right by the rebound, you jerk. But, yeah, I don't have to play him again at all this season, and Fernandez will still be happy about the time he got early in the year. He didn't expect to play at all. He signed I forget what kind exactly of contract he is signed up for, but he's definitely not anywhere near, starting 11 status. So he's really happy with any playing time he gets, and I do like him. He had some good moments, but he is slow, and he's got an awkward shot that's really slow to develop. I don't want, I'll try to take one with him now that he's in the box. But, that wasn't so bad. Oh, Michael Lahoud! Did anyone else just see that? 4-1 Union as he piggybacks somebody across the field. Look at this no-angle rebound. That was beautiful. That was masterful for a midi with no real shot to him. Mike Lahoud gets a great goal, puts us up 4-1, 3-goal lead again. And this is just decimation at this point, despite the stupid penalty conceded by Sebastian Letsu, where honestly, I'm not going to blame the Frenchman at all. I am totally blaming the officiating crew on that one. He tackled the ball. He got the ball away from the man. The man chose to fall over. It was a total fall over. It was a fluke, and I'm really mad about it. There's Castle with a shot, but it's not going to go anywhere near the net. Yeah, I'm really bummed about that penalty. Oh, man, that would have been another clean sheet for McMath. We could have gotten more money for him if the sale were to come out. I'm really, really not happy about that. There's nothing I'm going to do to learn how to take penalties better. It's all luck. You have to guess right every single time, and you've got 3 directions you can go in. It's stupid. I don't like that system at all. But, I mean, it's what it is really anyway. Oh, seriously? Let me see. Okay, yeah, he's definitely offside, actually. But despite the fact that I know I'm not going to learn how to save penalties, I mean, come on, it was not a red card, and it wasn't a penalty. It was a clean tackle in the box. He kicked the ball away. The guy, his ankle moved into him because of forward momentum. It definitely was not on the tackle there. It was really, really just a rough call. I'm not happy about it. Sebastian Letu's not going to be able to play next game. He's out now. Okay, great save from Zach McMath there, as our defense did break down on that one. But he's... That's what he does after a great save. He gets too excited. Just throws the ball away. Oh, God. It's so bad. All right, let's not let him penetrate quite as heavy as last time. Oh, let's do just that. Let's do just that. All right, McMath. Great, great, great. Boot it down the field. Let's get up after it. And is that it? That looks like the end of the game. That is the end of the game. The Philadelphia Union beat Real Salt Lake 4-1 in Salt Lake City, Utah, despite the red card and penalty conceded by Sebastian Letu. If you guys like this video and my explanation of my transfer philosophy, go ahead and leave a big fat like on it. And if you're new here and you like the way that I play this game, my State of the Union franchise in FIFA 14, consider subscribing so you get the newest videos in your sub box on YouTube immediately. Also, remember, every time I say the word soccer during one of these videos, I owe $1 to the Child's Play charity that I will put together as one payment at the end of each in-game season. Starting this video, I was up to $7, and I know I said it a couple times here today. I'll count that up when I'm editing, and I'll let you guys know. But other than that, you go ahead and have a great day. I'm going to film some more stuff. I will see you guys the next time I see you. Bye-bye.